Everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Sports Sit Down. Martino Puccio, Matt Lasella.
Sports sit down?
Yeah,
Is that
whatever.
that's the name?
I'm
That's
going
cool.
with that now.
I
So,
like that.
because DeMarcus uses it for his TV studio broadcast, so we're gonna just use it for here. Might as well.
I like
Um,
that.
anyways, Boogie traded to the Pelicans finally. Official yesterday. Robbery. Just that was a straight heist, a fleece. And it really doesn't make much sense considering the fact that Vlade Divac said that he had a better offer 2 days ago. The Lakers reportedly did not want to include Brandon Ingram in the trade. That eventually is why Kupchak and Jim Buss just got fired a few hours ago. Apparently, he called up the Celtics as well, and he just wanted way too much, which didn't make much sense. And then he just eventually settled because the Kings owner, assuming he thinks that Buddy Hield could be a Steph Curry type, the pick for
It's
the
more
Pelicans.
it's more absurd than Lonzo Ball is better than Steph Curry.
That, um,
I mean, they're both pretty absurd, but I
yeah,
mean,
but at least Buddy could shoot threes. No, so could Lonzo, but don't get
no,
me
yeah,
wrong.
but I mean, it's
But
just
Buddy's known for that. But it's a ridiculous
apples and
comparison.
oranges.
I think it's very ridiculous and disrespectful to Steph actually because
It is. Oh, absolutely.
because of how great of a shooter he actually is. No offense to Buddy Hield. DeMarcus Cousins has made more threes than Buddy Hield this season.
and
Just saying.
Steph's not my favorite player either, but
No,
he's kind of been getting
He's the
kicked
great-
around a
he's-
little bit
he's
for
the-
no reason.
he's the greatest shooter of all time, and I think he's getting a lot of smack talk towards him, but that's a different story. So, anyways, crazy part is also a fun fact. Buddy Hield just got suspended recently because he hit DeMarcus in his man region too.
What? That looked so intentional.
It was intentional.
I mean, what?
I think it's completely ironic.
Out of all the players in the entire league, you do that to? You
I
picked Boogie?
I think that's what
Was it?
ultimately appealed to Kings front office because they weren't the biggest fans of Boogie, so they saw.
So they would be like, "Hey, let's get
first,
Buddy."
hey,
Then.
wow,
I like that.
This
What
guy
the
love tapped him over there.
Mike, I have a quick question here in
Mhm.
regards to Vlade Divac, because why would you
Yeah.
tell everybody that you got a
Mm.
better deal 2 days ago? That's like taking a test, getting an 88, and then 3 days later saying, "Hey, yeah, by the way, I cheated on it." Like, what are you?
Kings stay Kings.
I don't even know. I don't even understand
Because
that.
Vlade Divac doesn't know what he's doing, and he clearly
And
got
water's
taken.
wet.
He got taken advantage of. But the even crazier part is, say the New Orleans Pelicans, they're still just 2.5 games out of the playoffs. But
Oh, they're
if they were to miss the playoffs, the pick is only top three
Yeah, pick is
protected.
top three
So
protected.
God forbid the Pelicans jump up and get that. That is dream case scenario.
Well, we'll see what happens because somebody might
Mhm.
get an injury in the next couple weeks for New Orleans
Mhm.
or something of that nature.
You never
and
know.
You never know. So
You never know.
only 25 games left, right? Regular season?
It's
NBA
around there.
All-Star break does not coincide halfway through the season
No,
like
it
the rest
doesn't.
of sports.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make any
Whatever.
sense.
Eh.
But whatever. Most talented front court since Tim Duncan and David Robinson for sure. Definitely.
If not better.
It has the potential to be because they can stay together long term. Robinson was kind of on the back end of his career
Yeah,
when
they're both-
Duncan came.
They're both young, Davis and Boogie.
They're both very young. Boogie just hitting his prime. AD, probably the best power forward in the game. He's going to be playing the 4 now. That's obvious because Boogie's able to go on the block.
Right.
And the best part about it is for Pelicans fans, say AD, they want to restrict his minutes a little bit. They don't want to push him too much because he is prone to injuries.
And they don't need to now.
Exactly. They could definitely have some rotations where they could allow Boogie to shoot his threes as well,
Right.
so he continue to get reps over there like that. But they still have Jrue Holiday too. Also, I think he's very capable. I would say he's above average point guard. I think he
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he's very good.
He's kind of just had the misfortune of missing the beginning of the year because his
'Cause his
personal
wife-
situations, then injuries in the past. And he's still very young, also
Very
kind
young,
of
very
mistreated in
capable.
Philadelphia.
Mhm.
So
Very strange.
and he hasn't been on a good team
Mhm.
yet. So this is a real good.
Also, yeah,
sense.
they could definitely fill out this roster for sure. They're eventually going to have to offer Boogie the max. You're going to assume that unless things don't work out over this next full season, technically the half of this season, and then by this time next year, if it doesn't work out, they still have the ability to trade him if they
Right.
don't want to sign him long term,
Right.
or vice versa. How good say they get the 8th seed, which more than likely I think they will.
At least.
At least.
Because now with the rest of trades happening, you don't know what could happen with whoever's in the Sevs.
Yeah, because the trade deadline's still 48 hours away. By the way, in case you're listening, this is only Tuesday. Deadline's Thursday. They play the Warriors, right? How many games they give them?
Realistically, they
best.
They definitely.
At best, case scenario.
Best case scenario, I think is 2.
Oh, to get 6
best
games.
case for that's what,
okay.
Yeah. Best case scenario, I think they take 2 games, maybe one of which, probably both of which being
I think
home.
I think they can definitely win one because Warriors, we know where their issues at, where their bugaboos in the front court.
Right. So you have to at least just assume that the pure talent and dominance of Davis and Cousins will at least propel them, for a game. There's no shooters really around them. Otherwise, Drew Holiday's a decent
They're
shooter,
trying out Quinn Cook, by the way.
Right. Well, nothing's going to compare, of course, to Golden State. So realistically, is maybe 2 games max just by out rebounding.
But considering
and
an upgrade
of
what they got right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're thinking of dealing Terrence Jones as well because it's a clog up in the front court right now because they also got Omir Caspi in the trade.
Right.
So Jones might be an interesting piece that they could trade. Maybe go get a guard.
From some wing help, or you don't even really need the defender because you got 2 good defenders inside. So maybe a scorer on the wing.
Outside chance. I don't know if they might want to take a flyer on him, Jimmer Fredette. Possibly because his season ended in China. Who knows? Pick him up, give him a 10-day contract. See how it
sign
goes.
Him for a couple 10 days.
Who knows what avenue they can go down there. But for sure, Pelicans fleece the Kings here. I mean, the Kings have got to get inside the top 10 for a draft pick, or else they'll lose that. Their 2019 draft pick is unprotected to Philly after the Stauskas trade.
I don't think it's even a question if it's going to be a top 10 pick.
I think at this rate,
maximum 25 games, they win maximum 5 games.
I don't see them winning 10 at all.
No, they win
not a chance.
5 games max.
Although the crazy part is what ultimately made them confident to trade Boogie is the fact that they beat the Celtics by 16 when Boogie wasn't playing.
Right.
1 game to go off of, probably not the best. But definitely Pelicans got him robbed in a trade. So interesting to see how AD and DeMarcus Cousins will work together. I think it'll be probably one of the greatest front courts of all time.
Really
maybe one of the greatest duos of all time if they could really make it work to their maximum potential. I think that's a given. So I'm Martino Puccio, Matt Lasella. We'll see you later.